Hello my friends. Audi has unveiled a spectacular roadster, the first member of its new family of concept cars. Audi Skysphere Concept is the name of the two-door, electric-powered convertible, featuring lines that hint directly at future Audi designs. With this concept car, Audi presents its vision of a future progressive luxury segment in which interiors become interactive spaces and vehicles platforms for captivating experiences. This is made possible by autonomous driving, innovative interior design and a seamless digital ecosystem. The Audi Skysphere concept demonstrates how Audi is redefining future luxury that is no longer limited to driving. The concept was designed with a clear goal: to offer occupants a fascinating world-class experience. To offer occupants maximum freedom, the Audi Skysphere concept was designed for two driving experiences, a grand tourer and a sports car. An extraordinary technical detail was used to achieve this goal: the variable wheelbase. Thanks to a sophisticated mechanism in which the electric motor and body and chassis components slide over each other, the wheelbase itself and the outer length of the vehicle can be changed by 250 mm. At the same time, the vehicle's ground clearance is adjusted by 10 mm, improving comfort and driving dynamics. At the push of a button, the driver can drive the 4.94-meter-long e-roadster alone in the low-wheelbase sport mode, while the steering wheel-mounted rear wheels ensure extremely agile handling despite the car's size. Or, in the autonomous Gran Turismo mode, the 5.19-meter GT can be driven while enjoying the sky and scenery, maximum legroom and services provided by a fully integrated digital ecosystem. In this mode, the steering wheel and pedals move to an invisible zone, and the concept car's sense of space breaks new ground for such sporty convertibles. Meanwhile, the Audi Skysphere automatically monitors the road and traffic conditions using a sensor system to guide its occupants safely to their destination. Just as the interior design offers a new modern interpretation of luxury, digitalization and ecosystems open up a world of unprecedented levels of freedom and experiences for vehicle occupants. Thanks to the possibilities for integrating Audi services with digital services, the possibilities are almost endless. Passengers can also share their travel experiences with their friends via social media, with photos of the vehicle interior and surroundings. The vehicles also take care of other daily activities in addition to traveling. For example, the Audi Skysphere autonomous driving concept picks up passengers with information about their current destination and autonomously manages parking and loading. Thanks to new technologies such as electrification, digitization and autonomous driving, we were able to create an experience that goes beyond what a typical roadster offers today, says Gail Buzen, design project manager. An electric motor located on the electric rear axle powers the wheels of the Audi Skysphere. A total power output of 465 kilowatts and torque of 750 Nm facilitate the movement of the roadster, which weighs only about 1,800 kilograms. About 60% of the weight is distributed on the rear axle, which provides ample traction in 0 to 60 miles per hour acceleration in just 4 seconds. The Audi Skysphere's battery modules are located mainly behind the passenger compartment, an ideal configuration for the vehicle's center of gravity and agility. Other modules are located between the seats and the Skysphere center tunnel, another location chosen for vehicle dynamics. Battery capacity is expected to exceed 80 kilowatt-hours, providing a range of at least 500 kilometers in GT economy mode according to WLTP standards. The vehicle is equipped with double arm axles front and rear. The upper and lower arms are made of forged or cast aluminum. Steering is achieved by a steer-by-wire system that controls both front and rear wheels. Since the system is not mechanically connected to the front axle, the driver can select different steering ratios and settings at the push of a button, allowing steering to be adjusted from very direct, such as when parking, to relaxed, and from high to low self-aligning force. Rear axle steering and adaptive wheelbase also contribute to the vehicle's tight turning radius. Years of Audi chassis technology ensure that the suspension offers the required level of versatility. The latest evolutionary step in Audi's adaptive air suspension is present in the concept car, with 3 independent air chambers providing a comfortable base suspension. Under hard acceleration, the individual chambers can be deactivated for a sportier ride. As a result, the characteristic spring curve becomes more gradual, minimizing roll and pitch. Lowering the body by 10 mm reduces aerodynamic drag, which is especially important on long journeys. The Audi Skysphere's active suspension plays a key role in the car's varied driving characteristics. While driving, the individual wheels are selectively raised or lowered to compensate for road irregularities and unevenness, thanks to a symbiosis between the digital predictions of the navigation system and the sophisticated control and actuation systems of the active chassis. The 285/30 tires mounted on aerodynamically designed 23-inch alloy wheels are suitable for long-distance driving with minimal rolling resistance, while the high longitudinal and lateral acceleration strikes the perfect balance between a sporty and active driving style. For the three concept cars Audi Skysphere, Audi Grand Sphere and Audi Urban Sphere, Audi puts the interior, the space surrounding the occupants, the sphere, and the experience for them at the center of the design. In fact, all three vehicles are designed for Level 4 autonomous driving, which means that under certain road and traffic conditions the driver can delegate all responsibilities to the vehicle and no longer has to intervene. All occupants, including those sitting in the front left seat, are connected to Audi's Skyspace digital ecosystem, which offers new forms of freedom to relax outdoors, enjoy the scenery and the wind, or connect with the internet and the world. The interior, free of controls, is bright and spacious, inspired by the world of Art Deco. The comfortable seat boasts the visual elegance of designer furniture, but with side support and safety features as part of the package, it fully fulfills the function of a car seat in driving mode. Upholstered in sustainably produced microfiber fabric, they can be adjusted to different positions within the cabin, providing the freedom of movement and legroom that only first class can offer. Other sustainably produced materials, such as eco-certified eucalyptus wood and leatherette, also contribute to an exceptional cabin experience. When the Audi Skysphere Concept is used in driving mode, the passenger compartment is transformed into an ergonomically perfect cockpit. Together with the chassis and body, the instrument cluster and center console control panel are moved rearward. The driver can find all controls, including the steering wheel and pedals, in the most convenient position. A large touchscreen monitor, 1,415mm wide and 180mm long, located on the dashboard and at the top of the center console, is used to operate the vehicle and the infotainment system. In Gran Turismo mode, it can be used to display internet content, video conferencing, or streaming movies. The small touch panels on the doors are used to operate the climate controls. As befits a luxury convertible, the high-quality audio system delivers concert hall quality sound even when the car is in motion. The speakers are hidden behind the door panels, and speakers in the rear cabin walls also create surround sound. The shape of the headrest prevents turbulence and annoying wind noise. Thanks for watching. If you want to learn about the novelties in the world of cars, then subscribe to my channel, not to miss our reviews about new cars. Good luck everyone, goodbye.